what would you say are the top 5 mistakes that new narrators or voiceover artists make?
Okay. First one, I'm just going to come out with this and be brutally honest. First one, performance. Reading out loud, and reading out loud in a pleasing way is something that some people are not very good at.
Okay, yeah.
You're great at it.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're a presenter, and so when you started reading your audiobooks, it sounds great. It sounds lovely. Some people overdo it or underdo it, and it sounds very wooden. It's public speaking. As soon as you point a mic at people, they freeze up,
Yeah.
right? They get anxious and they overcompensate. And you'll see people doing this, or you need to be mindful of yourself doing this. You start inserting a lot of slash breaths. Like we're talking normally now. We've been breathing. Audience, you guys, right? All this time we've been talking, have our breaths, our breathing been bothering you? No, it hasn't. Of course not. But when you start recording for an audiobook or anything else like that, people...
Yeah.
I'll start talking and then I get to the sentence, I get to a full stop, and then I realize that I haven't stopped, and then I keep going, they keep going, and it starts sounding stressed.
They've run out of
if you're going to record your own audiobook, relax, chill. You breathe. It's okay. We're humans. We all breathe.
Now, some people are not great readers. Some people are not very good with breath control. What other mistakes do first-time new narrators or voiceover artists make?
Recording environment. You need to prepare your recording environment. Never, ever, ever underestimate blankets.
Blankets, right?
Blankets
okay.
And pillow forts.
Right. Okay.
You built a pillow fort as a kid, right?
Building sort of little tents in the house with sheets and blankets and cushions and pillows. Okay. Yeah.
I bet there was no reverb in there.
No.
No.
Okay.
Stick a mic in there and a script. You've got a fantastic recording studio.
Right. Okay.
Never, ever underestimate the pillow fort. It's a running joke in the industry.
Okay, so that would be a mistake then when people have a recording in an office where there's no softness. I mean, in my office, this also is my spare bedroom. So there is a bed here with blankets and pillows, which helps a little bit. There are soft blinds. I don't have curtains. They're soft blinds, but there's carpet and rugs on the floor. But that's not really enough. I should have some foamy things on the wall to absorb.
Suboptimal. But you've got a sofa, right?
Yeah.
Assume. So your spare bed, push the mattress up against the wall so it's vertical. Just lift it up, right? And now you've got an entire treated wall. That'd be amazing. That's going to stop the sound waves from bouncing horizontally back and across the mic. Just doing that's going to cut down on the reverb. Okay. And then you're probably facing a wall with your microphone. That will be you microphone wall, right?
Well, it's me, microphone, computer. My iMac screen is in front of me, which is a hard screen, I guess, and then the wall about 6 inches behind it. So what could I do there?
Put your sofa cushions there.
Right. Okay. What behind the computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll be behind like your computer monitor, because that's where a large amount of the sound reflections are going to be coming from, because that's directly where you're projecting your voice to, straight in front of you. A nice easy one. Don't record everything in one file.
Right.
Number one, just because your PC is going to have a heart attack when you try and open an 8-hour audio file. Okay, there'll be plumes of smoke coming out of it. And two, like one accidental press of the delete key, it's all gone. Like normally it's for it to be uploaded to ACX, Findaway Voices, Authors Republic, anywhere you're going to put it. It's going to need to be broken up into chapters, so just record it like that. It makes it nice and easy, nice and manageable. If one chapter gets it gets oopsie poopsie, it's all right. It was just an hour, right? It's just an hour. It's not the end of the world compared to 8 hours.
That would be a big mistake then, to just have one long file. You're putting your whole project massively at risk. So what other mistakes might people make?
Improper mic placement.
Right.
So I believe that's a Blue Yeti, right?
It is a Blue Yeti, yes.
Excellent. And you're speaking into the side of it, correct?
Yes. And you don't speak to the top, you speak to the front of it,
Exactly. So you have side address microphones and you have end address microphones. I have a side address microphone, so I'm talking into the side of it. You would not believe the number of people I have seen that talk into the end of their Blue Yeti, and then it sounds like this. And then to compensate for it, what they
Andy's
do,
just moving his microphone for those of you
you
listening.
can hear the sounds probably. You just got a bit rubbish. And then what they do to compensate for the fact that the mic's now pointing at their feet is they start turning it up, and then every movement in the room is recording the room instead of me.
Okay, so that's a really good tip. We've looked at those mistakes. Another one that I realized when I was halfway through, probably only file 2, thankfully, out of 30, was jewelry and clothing make a massive difference. That if you're wearing a nice starched blouse or shirt, it rustles.
Yep.
If you're wearing jeans, they rustle. If you've got jewelry on or a watch on, it can be knocking against the desk or knocking against your headphones. So I realized quite quickly, take your jewelry off, take your watch off, go and put some nice soft clothes on. I recorded most of it in my PJs and dressing gown, because that is about the softest clothing I have got. And it also absorbed a lot of the sound, especially the dressing gown, because it's all thick and fluffy. So clothing would be another one then, yeah?
No, that is true. That is very true. Clothing is definitely one. You want to be careful of what it is you're recording. So you're at risk of picking up your PC fans because your PC is on your desk, and it's like an all-in-one, I presume, like a iMac.
Yeah, iMac is all-in-one. There's no tower. It is the mic, I guess, will pick up some noise.
A tip I would have is always monitor your audio. So if you wear headphones while you're recording, you should be able to hear yourself live. Okay. If you have a mic that has a monitor, like your Blue Yeti, or if you have an interface, an audio interface for like an XLR mic, if you plug it directly into that, you'll be able to hear yourself live, which means if the mic does pick up a car driving past, you'll know about it because you've got headphones on.
That's what happened to me by the time I was on file 4 and I'd gone and bought headphones, and I could hear the traffic, and I'm like, oh my goodness me. And then I changed where I was recording. So I was recording during the day, and I thought, well, the road gets quieter after about 8 p.m. So I'll do it in the evening. And when I hear a car starting to come past, I pause. Wait for the car to go and carry on with the same sentence, and then go back in the editing and cut that bit out. It was longer, but it worked better. Anything else you want to throw in here?
So I got 2. One was finish off on the mic placement. Put the mic 6 inches from your face, which is like the hang 5. Tip your pinky to tip of your thumb. It should be that far away from your mouth.
Okay.
And it should be 45 degrees off to the side, so that if you say, let me just remove my pop filter so you can hear. If you say Peter Pepper picked a pot of pickled peppers, this is a naked microphone.
Yeah.
It's no plosive. So that sounds called a plosive. When you say P and a little rush of air comes out your mouth, that's a plosive. And if you hold your hand in front of your mouth and say Peter Pepper picked, you can feel the air rush. And if you talk into the mic and say Peter Pepper picked a pot of pickled peppers, it sounds like that, which is why you have these funny mesh screens. It stops that. But the easiest way of dealing with that is to just put it slightly off to one side. So if you blow, your air goes past the mic
directly in front of me. So really it should be over to the side a little bit.
Yeah, but yours is also slightly down. So if you blow, does your mic hear it? Yeah. So you're fine.
Also, I'm about 12 inches away, and you're saying that far away. So if I brought this up now to here, that's going to mess up the sound for the rest of it. It'd be blowing somebody's ears off if they've got if they've got headphones on. So I'll leave it where it is. I will do is move it slightly to the side, because I think that will. I'm taking your advice here. Don't have it directly in front, have it to the side. So that's a really good tip. Anything else?
Yeah, the closer you can get the mic, to you, the better it's going to sound.
And that has all been so useful. Anything else you want to tell our beautiful watchers?
When you make a mistake recording voiceover, audiobook, anything like that, start again at the beginning of the sentence. Don't start at the word you stumbled on, because no editor in the world is going to be able to massage that into sounding smooth.
Well, Andy, that has been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for coming on the show, for sharing your expertise. Where can people find you if they want to reach out to you and say, help me, help me?
Kraken.media is probably the easiest way, or Andy@Kraken.media. I
hope you've enjoyed this show and it has helped you to be able to create your dreams coming true of your book into audiobook, smashing it out there, amazing quality. So Andy, thank you so much. All right, guys, have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.